I can get angry. And I do now, because there are so many things that irritate me. And these are all love and hate relationships in immigration. I've been so fearful of this word since I moved out of my country, because during these couple of years, moving out of your home country is something that can lead you to being written off, literally written off your friends list, because you're not being loyal enough or patriotic enough. I literally was so afraid of admitting that I'm leaving my home country for some time without an intention of returning in the foreseeable future of 2 to 5 years. And honestly, I did pretty well during all this process of moving around. But I could never really admit that it was indeed immigration and not just some fancy traveling for a couple of months. But deep down, I knew that I wasn't true to myself. Honestly, I love the place where I'm now, and I hate this place where I'm now. But I guess it's not so much about the place as it is about me. And there are several things that I love and hate at the same time, so it makes me even more confused. Moving around is an adventure in itself, and I love doing it. I love seeing new places, I love meeting new people, and I probably don't regret moving to Montenegro from this perspective, like, at all. I love that this country gave me the opportunity to stay here for longer, and the nature is overwhelmingly beautiful here. And also I can travel to neighboring Serbia or Bosnia, which is amazing, but at the same time, it's so uncomfortable, and I hate moving around. I like to stay cozy, and I want to have a pet, and I want to make physical art like paintings and hang them on the wall. By the way, I was always quite indifferent to material stuff, just because since my childhood I lived in places where the space was quite limited, so choosing to buy some physical stuff automatically meant that I was crowding already jammed space. But I've never wanted to hang a damn picture on the wall so much as I do now. Buying stuff when you're on the move is so burdensome, just because when you buy things, you automatically think how you're going to get all this stuff moved around later. And by the way, the issue can lie in a totally different dimension, because sometimes I don't want to hang a picture on the wall, I want the wall, not the picture itself. I want a certain spot in the house devoted to a certain piece of art, not a certain piece of art to carry around. By the way, when you are changing places, you constantly have to make decisions. And it's wonderful actually, because it gives you new perspective on things. It can also shift your mindset. Speaking of decisions, according to the book by a psychologist whose name I still can't pronounce correctly, so I'm going to leave his name somewhere here, there are two main models, two main systems of making decisions. System number one is fast, automatic, frequent, emotional, stereotypic, and unconscious. These are the decisions that we make in a comfortable place that we have known for quite some time, because we don't have to think 2 + 2 = what. But there is also system number two. System number two is slow, effortful, infrequent, logical, calculating, and conscious. These are the types of decisions that we have to make in a new environment. These are the decisions that we make when we understand that there is a lot of risk in it, because we want to be more rational in these types of situations. However, when you're on the move, you cannot rely on system one to do things for you. You always have to use system number two, and as I mentioned, it is effortful, which means that you have to devote so much of your energy towards just solving stuff, making decisions. And constantly using system number 2 can easily lead to decision-making fatigue, because you have to put so much effort into what is supposed to be very easy. So while moving around, you can't feel at home or you can't feel at ease just because you can't rely on system number 1 if you are not staying in a place for longer. I know that I'm not alone in this. However, I do feel lonely a lot because I know that most of my friends are still in my home country, and I also understand that the issues that I'm facing right now are kind of champagne problems. I know. It comes from a very privileged perspective of being able to travel while some of the people are stuck in the country even if they want to leave. But at the same time, I just don't want to underestimate the troubles of moving around, the issues that people in immigration are going through. So let me know in the comments if you've ever felt the same way or if you've ever had to move around a lot. I hope it was helpful and I really look forward to reading your comments.